My name is Dr. Patricia Delgado, and I'm a nurse practitioner, and I have worked in medical, surgical, and aesthetic dermatology for the last 8 years. So the Morpheus8 machine, it's a device that does microneedling with radiofrequency. And I'm actually really passionate about regular microneedling with a skin pen because the needles penetrate the epidermis, they penetrate the top layer of the skin to actually get to layers of the skin that produce collagen, elastin, and all of that micro trauma kind of brings all these growth factors into your skin to basically help with new collagen formation, helps with more production of hyaluronic acid, basically all the things that help us look younger. So with the Morpheus8, since it's microneedling, it does all the fun things the skin pen does, but it has the radiofrequency factor. So that added heat factor penetrates deeper into the skin. So producing more collagen, producing more elastin, increasing production of hyaluronic acid even more, and because of that heat factor, it can also coagulate fat and tighten the skin from underneath. So I numb the skin prior to the procedure, and I make sure, so first of all, it's a special compound with 3 different ingredients, one of them being a vasoconstrictor, so the medication works even more effectively, and I leave it on for a much longer amount of time. You know, people can go grab bagels, you can go run errands, while it penetrates, while it helps to numb your skin. So it can be a little uncomfortable in certain places, especially if I crank up the heat, you know, to do a little contouring. But in general, it's a pretty painless procedure. So the numbing, like I said, I numb people for a long time. So for the face, I like at least an hour to an hour and a half. And for the body areas, about 2 hours. And then the procedure itself takes anywhere from 15 minutes to 20 minutes, depending on what we're doing. So we usually recommend 3 treatments, 4 to 6 weeks apart. But again, it depends what we're treating, because you may, come and see me and get the Morpheus8 done for some cellulite, and after the first treatment, you're happy, it looks great. So with the one, it could be enough, but then you've got 2 treatments left, you can treat other parts of your body. For things like acne scars, where the scars can be deeper, or the rolling scars, ice pick scars, you may need actually more than 3 treatments. So it just depends on what we're treating and what you're looking for. So again, depending on what we're treating, so cellulite, it's gone. But of course, obviously, if you go, and gain a lot of weight, gain a lot of fat, then you could, again, have cellulite. Scarring, basically permanent, unless, of course, you get some other traumatic injury to your skin, or you have another flare of your acne down the road, then you may scar again. When it comes to the erasing of the wrinkles and fine lines and all the sun damage, and basically rejuvenating the aging process, with that, we're going to continue to age. So how long the effect lasts basically depends on how quickly you age. So if you're wearing your sunscreen, if you're using your retinoid every night, if you use your vitamin C, you're moisturizing, your effects will last longer. I think there's a huge fear that it's going to hurt, or that it's extremely uncomfortable, and that's a fair concern. What I always like to reassure my patients, though, is that I am in complete control over not only how deep the needles penetrate, but also how high we have the radiofrequency energy. So if it's a little too spicy for you, or we've been doing your face and then up the neck, and you're just getting tired, or if it's just a little too uncomfortable, we can turn it down, and then it is much less uncomfortable. So if at any point a person doesn't feel good, then we just turn it down. Unless they tell me, no, crank it up, and then we'll keep going, whatever you want. So again, regular microneedling, it's great. And another thing I didn't mention before is that it's also safe for all skin types, which for me is very important. And it's great for so many different things like scarring and texture and pores and cellulite and things like that. So with the Morpheus, it's similar to microneedling, where it's safe for everybody, but because of the radiofrequency, because of that added heat energy, we are able to treat even more. So the cellulite can completely be erased. Scars, like cesarean scars, surgical scars, laparoscopic scars, can be completely minimized. Stretch marks too, by the way.